being called a coconut. And for those who don't know what being called a coconut is, it's when somebody, when you're a black person and you act white.
Right. Yeah. So black on the outside, white on the inside. I was saying wine on the inside.
Wine on the inside?
I can be that.
I don't mind that.
I can be that. I can be that.
Oh god.
You get called that too. See, like.
But like, here's the thing though. Like, are the people calling you a coconut other black people, or is it white people? Like,
right. Like, what ethnic group do they fall under?
I feel like mostly it's other
black people. I agree.
They're not that. I mean, I don't even hear white people even say like. You're like nah. I don't think they call you.
Maybe that's because they like she's one of us.
I haven't even gotten that before. I've never gotten like she's one of us. Like I think they're just like, okay, so this is what she is. Like it's cool.
That's my name.
Why do black people call other black people coconuts? And like, what is the standard of being black? Like,
yeah, like what's that line that you cross over? And now you're quote unquote like act like a white person. Like, what constitutes that? Like, what's black behavior and what's not?
Because it's a signal that you've turned your back on the culture.
I was called a coconut 2 weeks ago.
I was present.
And she was touched.
Some type of way because I get very much like. I've never tried to, pretend like I'm not who I am, or I've never tried to speak a certain way or to be like, no, just call me like Valerie. So anyway, I just felt some type of way. And she was a black person. Mm-hmm. And she has a bunch of questionable traits.
So it's like one of those things that's like, you should not be the one throwing the rock.
Exactly.
Like,
I mean,
also. Yeah.
Right. And some people might try to pass it off like it's supposed to be a compliment. I don't see how
is it a compliment?
Being told that you don't act like you act like you don't like yourself. Basically,
exactly.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah,
exactly. Like you act like you don't like the skin that you were born in, which is never a good thing to be told.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's why I was offended, because the way she says she actually said my boyfriend is more black than I am. For those of you who don't know, my boyfriend is actually white.
And that's another insult.
That was another insult. It's just like
and it was said so casually too.
So casually, like, your boyfriend is more black than you are, and I'm like, excuse me, what? And also, being black is just not how I act. It's how I'm treated every day. It's how people perceive me without me even opening my mouth.
Exactly.
So it's honestly so irritating. It's so just like, girl, for another black person to be like,
it's so insensitive.
It's so insensitive
to
be like, yeah, he's more black. Because no, I can't escape my skin color. I will never deny it, because it's every day you're met with new challenges.
That's true.
But what was...
So Shubi and I were actually called coconuts on Friday last week. Came from the conversation with saying that we're going to talk about that this week. So when it happened, I was like, oh, hell no. It's okay. So Shubi and I went to school in the States. And there's certain things that you pick up when you're there, because that's part of the culture within that country that you're in, right?
Right.
And so, like, a song was playing, and somebody else actually was dancing. Some other guy who actually went to school there, too, was dancing to it. Everybody else around did not know the song, but we did. And we know, like, it's not the electrical slide. What is it called?
That's the Cupid Shuffle.
Yeah. So, like, it gets played all the time. And, like, legit, like, when that song gets played in the States, I actually don't know.
It's a party.
It's a party. Like, everybody does it. Like, black people, white people, Hispanic people, whatever. Like, it's like
a good time.
It's like when you go to a wedding here and everybody does that
Kwaito.
The Kwaito dance. It's like that. So, like, but if you're not from, or if you've never been in that culture where they do that, it's foreign to you. But now, because it was foreign to those people, we were then called white.
Being black manual that you have to, as a black person, you have to be into hip hop and R&B and stuff. And I understand that you tend to enjoy that music because it's what you've grown up, your sisters, people around you listen to. But if me as a black person, I want to listen to some folk music, does that make me less black, or does that make me a folk fan? Like, there are these things that is just unnecessary. Why should we categorize everying into race?
Especially like music. Why should you just be stuck to listening to one genre because it's the black
thing
genre?
to do.
Like, why you could be out there getting to know rock or punk? Like, you could just be getting to know all these other music and artists just because you enjoy music.
Exactly.
Or there's some people who don't like music at all, and I don't think that's weird either. Like, maybe we can't be friends, but then that's just who you are. Like, and it's okay.
People who don't like music at all,
I definitely saw that in a series. Like, it's a thing. So.
Or they're like indifferent to it. Like people who are just like
I'm not
like I don't necessarily listen to music.
Yeah.
Like,
To be honest, as a very proud African woman, there's no way that the word coconut has any positive connotation.
It does not.
No.
Like, there's nothing
not.
positive about that. People think articulation is being coconut, but the term comes from the rejection of your culture in favor of another one.
And it's like, why would you be proud to be called that, or think that, you're funny? Like, you're not.
Is it your responsibility to check somebody when things like that happen so they don't go around offending other people? Like, or like for you to educate that person, actually know, like, do you feel as if like that's something that you should do?
Looking back, I wish I was not in such shock so I could say something, because I just needed to walk away. Because I was so emotional and so shocked about that comment. I just was like, you know what, I ain't got it right now, especially since it was followed by your boyfriend is more black than you are.
Yeah, I would think that, but I think it also touches the part where if you're dating outside your race, because there's some people who feel if you date outside your race, then maybe you don't love your race, because it's like, why would you be attracted to men outside your race? And it's like, maybe I just meet men outside my race that we just click.
Right.
Trust me, I did not plan. Like, even in the beginning, I was very nervous because everyone has a vision of their future and who they're going to end up with, and I'd always imagined, like, yes, strong black man, #black love. Like, that was me. I never dated outside of my race before. And so with things like this, the universe just punks you sometimes, and you don't know who you're going to fall in love with. You don't know who you're going to connect with. And once you start opening your mind and being like, you know what, these are a bunch of people, and beyond race, this is a real person who has values and beliefs similar to mine, and that is the basis of a good relationship. So for me, it was like, sometimes I'm like, obviously I do not forget he is white, but it's something so small compared to the connection that we have, and that is despite the fact that he's white and I'm black. Sometimes, I mean, for me, in the beginning, I had to prove myself. Like, even his friends who are white, sometimes I felt like I was under more pressure to, like, prove to them that I'm not with him because of, for example, his money or things like that, because of the cultural context that we're at, where black girls sometimes in this culture find or say things like, oh, mi nataka mzungu, or you're so lucky you have a white man because he can treat you well. Fighting things like that and fighting those opinions and being like, no, I'm actually, like, guys, you can find a black man, you can find an Indian man, you can find just a man who treats you well is great. That's not necessarily
that's what you should,
white.
exactly. That's what it should be, is finding a man who treats you right.
Who treats you right. So yeah, there's a lot of learning and compromising that you need to do.
I mean, one of the stresses, like Val says, like, you just have people who are always constantly staring
at you, right?
Or judging you, and you guys haven't even said anything, thinking you're after his money, thinking he's after you because you've got a nice booty. Like, there's so many. Yeah, there's that too. Because he could be like, oh my gosh, you're the first black girl I've ever dated. Like,
I had that, like, the guy is the first time he kissed a black girl. And
you see? And he had to tell you.
And no, he didn't tell me. He told all his friends.
Oh, good.
That's even worse.
And he's like,
man, love is love. Love knows no boundaries, no religion, no ethnic background. Like, if you love someone, you love them. And if they make you feel greater than anyone has ever made you feel in your entire life, then I think that's something worth fighting for, and something worth working through all these external inputs.
True.
Yeah.
So if you're to stir the pot a little, if your parents, let's say, were against you dating someone who's not black, like let's say you brought back an Indian person or like just someone that definitely they're not used to seeing a Tanzanian with, just for example, would you listen to them and be like, no, I don't want to like disappoint my family if I'm with someone that makes them uncomfortable? Or would you just be like, guys, this is what it is, like if you can't, then I guess I can't be coming home?
If my parents were against me dating somebody solely just because his skin tone was different than mine, I would have a problem with my parents.
Okay.
If he had other qualms
then you have to listen.
then I'd listen to him. But if it's based solely based on his then I'd have a problem with my parents.
Yeah.
Because especially if they raised me in the way that they did and then that was a problem, flames.
Black love that now a lot of black couples love putting on their posts, which is like, yay. But then I guess when you're interracial, it's like, I can't put black love no more.
It's still black love. My love has no race or no ethnicity. My love is my love. It's just Valerie's love.
Ooh, so deep, baby girl. So deep.
I'm just saying.
Could you be pro-black and date outside your race?
Definitely.
Yes,
Dating outside my race has nothing to do with my pro-black.
Not loving black people.
I have no choice but to be pro-black because I am black. What's being hypocritical? Dating someone outside of my ethnicity and saying I'm pro-black?
No,
Hold on,
Zege. That's what it is. That's what she's saying. I mean, I get why someone would think that, but I also feel like at the same breath, I don't know. It's like it's hard to be like I see both sides, but on my end, I feel like yes, you can still be pro-black and still date, unless like your whole dating history, you've never dated a black person, you just always are connecting with outside your race, then it'd be like, maybe you're not pro-black like you say you are.
Right.
But if we look through your dating history and you've been dating all colors of the rainbow, then that's just who you are.
E.g. Val, dating a white guy, can you support the Black Lives Matter? Yes. What does my love life have anything to do with my political, my religious, my social beliefs? It has nothing to do with that. I 100% support Black Lives Matter, and I am dating a white guy, and I'm teaching him about black history and things that are important to me, and he's teaching me about things that are important to him, and we're exchanging ideas. So the whole point of a relationship is to grow each other and to support each other, right? So 100% I am pro-black, 100% I am pro-Black Lives Matter, I'm pro the elevation of black education, black people in general. Those are my beliefs, and they will forever be my beliefs. The fact that I'm in love with someone who does not look like me has nothing to do with my beliefs. That's just what I have to say.
Mic drop.
Great question, girl. Thank you for that question, because I think a lot of people have that misconception that just because you're not dating a fellow African black person that you're anti.
And let me go, let me the devil's advocate.
Okay.
I could be dating a black man, but
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about the Black Lives Matter. I don't care about black businesses.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? There's acts too. I don't want to support my black sisters. When I'm looking out for my own self. Like and maybe even him. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm dating him, and I'll tell you, I love him, but I'm looking out for me and my well-being, and I'm black too. So it goes to saying, like, okay, for example, yes, I'm black, I'm in an office space, people have come up with these ideas. Am I going to trust a white man who came up to me and said the exact same thing than another black brother who came up to me? Do I hold my purse harder when a black man walks past by me? Like, do you know what I mean? There are all those things, so you have to also put in reflection. Just because you're black doesn't mean, and you're dating that person of your race, doesn't mean you're pro other black people still.
Yeah.
I think that's a misconception people have, is that just because you're black, then you're dating somebody black, you're in part of this black
Hashtag
black love, you know, but still you're not doing anything to support black businesses, black enterprises.
Black love starts with yourself. Know yourself. Be in love with yourself. Love yours. Yes. And from there, extend and share that love.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
like drop those gems.
I mean, and then just, like, if you like our content, like, let us know.
Let us know.
Like, that's so important.
Please.
Oh, thanks.
And tell a friend to tell a friend.
Like,
Yeah.
like, we're out here for y'all.
Let's keep talking. Let's keep discussing,
Exactly.
sharing ideas.
Because, that's the only way we can advance, right?
Yeah. Meow.
Appreciate y'all. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Be safe. Drink vodka.
Or Jameson.